Hey everyone, I'm Ava and welcome back to Delightful Dolls. So before we get into today's video, I just want to say thank you everyone for 10,000 subscribers on this channel. It blows my mind, especially how quickly we've been growing recently. It's crazy. And if you don't already, I do have a very special video and giveaway planned for 10,000 subscribers. So there should be a video out pretty soon, but it might take a couple weeks because I'm waiting for a certain doll to arrive. Anyways, today I'm going to be showing you some of my top doll photography tips and tricks. So the first doll photography tip I have for all of you guys, if you're trying to take a photo where the doll is looking into the camera, make sure the doll's eyes are looking directly into the camera, because even if it's slightly off, it can kind of just ruin your whole photo. Basically, you just need to take time adjusting either the doll's head or your camera until it seems like the doll is looking right into the camera. Even if the pictures look only slightly different, I do feel like it does make a huge difference overall if you do have the doll's eyes looking right into the camera. So this next one might be pretty obvious to some of you guys, but just don't be shy to take too many doll photos, especially when the doll is in a position that's hard to do again. I usually just take a whole bunch of photos from lots of different angles and then spend about 20 to 30 minutes just going through them and deleting the ones I don't like and just narrowing it down to a couple that I really do like. Of course, you could go overboard and take a million of the exact same photo, but like I said, I just take them from a whole bunch of different angles, so I have lots of different options and I can really pick out the very best one. Another tip is that the background is one of the most important parts of a doll photo. And using a simple, plain background is perfect for focusing your photos on the doll. Outdoor photography is also super nice, and usually you'll have perfect lighting. Or personally, my favorite is using doll dioramas. I do have a few videos for doll dioramas on my channel, so make sure to go check those out because I just feel like it really makes it seem so much more realistic. But basically, having a nice background matters a lot. If you're just taking a picture of your doll on your floor, it's probably not going to get as much attention as a photo that has a really nice background to it. So make sure to keep that in mind when you're taking your doll photos. Using doll clothes that cover up the doll's joints can make the photo look a lot more realistic, because then you don't really see those awkward and unrealistic knee or elbow joints. Or something else you could always try out is to actually blend out the doll joints in an editing app. I personally use Pixelmator and just blend out the joints so that it looks more realistic. One of the most important things for doll photography is having good lighting. The best lighting is probably natural lighting. So if you like to take outdoor doll photography, then that is great. If you are using natural light, it's best to go on a cloudy day, however, because then the sun won't be so harsh on the doll. If you don't have natural lighting, or you want to take indoor doll photography and don't have a big window where light is coming through, I personally use soft lights. I have two big soft lights and they definitely help give that natural light effect. Having good camera quality is also very, very important for doll photography. Personally, I have the iPhone 11 and it has a very nice camera for an iPhone. I like to actually go under a portrait mode as well, so it kind of blurs out the background in photos. Of course, cameras, like actual cameras, are probably even better for doll photography. And I know it can get expensive to have a good quality camera, but just definitely try your best to find the best quality phone or camera you can to take doll photos, because it really does make a huge difference. So if you're wanting to take a full body standing doll photo, Doll stands can definitely be very helpful and useful to keep the doll standing. However, they can be pretty difficult to disguise or edit out of a photo, and it's just a lot of extra work. Doll stands can also make the dolls look a lot taller than they actually are, which might be kind of annoying if you have a shorter roof in a doll room, then their head will almost be touching the top. So personally, I just try my best to balance the dolls as best as I can so that I don't have to use a doll stand. So something that can help balance your dolls is to use shoes that are flat and easy to balance with. If you have some high heels, it'll probably be a lot harder to make the doll balance. There are also some ways you can try to disguise a doll stand, but like I said, I just think it's so much easier if you can just make the doll balance and then just try to get as many photos you can before the doll falls over. Another thing to remember when doing doll photography is to really switch up the doll's poses, because if it's just standing or sitting over and over again, that can get really boring for both you and your followers. So what I actually like to do is go online and search up model pose ideas, and then I use those for inspiration for my doll photography. And I maybe will even tweak the poses a little bit, but it just really helps give you different ideas and not have the exact same photos and exact same poses over and over and over again. A fun way to make your photos a little bit more interesting is by switching out your doll's hands. I did a review for these on my channel, so if you want to check that out, do be sure to. I'll leave a link in the eye in the top right corner. And in my opinion, switching out doll hands just make the picture look so much more realistic and fun, and it has so much more expression. So I love to use different doll hands, especially since I've got these. So I definitely recommend finding some doll hands to use for your dolls. Another way to make your doll photos a little bit more exciting is by using props. Here I have just a few examples of different props that I like to use to really spice up my photos and make them more exciting. So I always think it is a good idea to just collect doll props because it really makes the photo more realistic and exciting overall. You can make them reading a book or doing work in a notebook. You could make them calling their friends or taking a photo, drinking from their water bottle, looking out some binoculars. Honestly, the possibilities are pretty much endless when it comes to using doll props, so it can really help improve your doll photography.
Thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there?
So those are all of my 10 doll photography tips and tricks for all of you. I really hope that you learned something from this video and maybe your photography will improve slightly from this, and maybe you've learned a couple things for next time when you go to take doll photos. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe down below, and let me know in the comments if you want a part 2. Now, before we end today's videos, the shoutouts for today go to Puzzle Pink, Katie S, and Miss Short Cutie 123. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Remember, if you want a shout out, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and comment down below with hashtag DD and you'll have a chance of getting a shout out in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at _DelightfulDolls, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!
dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there?